Hello, everyone. New and old viewers, adventurers from all realms. Welcome to Forgotten Roles. No announcements, so how's everyone doing tonight? I'm talking to you guys. Yeah. Cool. That was a resounding.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, doing good. I'm ready to go.
I feel like you should be more specific when you're addressing us directly after addressing the audience with an open question like that.
That's why I said you guys, and I pointed at you guys.
Yeah, but by then it was too late and my brain had already checked out.
We're not all guys though.
Anyways, last time. Whoops. The crew investigated.
Wait, look at his notes.
The house of Sasha Barone, trying to find the cause of her death. Among the things found, Echo found a book of questionable content. And I never do this, but I'm retconning what I said.
We're changing the name of the book?
I'm retconning the title because it was awful.
You can't do that.
I can, and I will.
I already wrote it down.
Erase it. It is called Feral Desires.
Even worse.
You should have kept the first one.
Nope.
You're not gonna make it better. It's all terrible.
It's supposed to be bad, but at least it's not. At least it's not lame. It's not lame anymore. Feral Desires.
It's still a smut book.
It's still a smut book. Yeah. While investigating,
it's still the ears of desire to me. I'm sorry.
I won't acknowledge it.
I don't accept your retcon, and I challenge the rest of my party to do the same.
Nope. While investigating, Zarok spotted a figure in the distance, watching them. Venturing out into the fields of remembrance, they approached this figure, donned in a mask and robes, and followed him into their cave. There you found out his name is Druig, a druid who is part of the Kosane Circle, a circle of druids sworn to protect Caria's oldest and most powerful artifacts. After talking to the chieftain and vaguely addressing the fact that he knows your pasts, you all asked about Sasha and this artifact, and he says, well, let me show you. And you all held hands around the fire while Druig threw in some powdery substance into the fire. The fire and smoke billowed up into this weird sickly green. And that's where we come to tonight. There's this feeling of a pull. Faster. Almost light speed. You see stars. You see weird shapes and colors that don't make sense. Colors you've never seen before. Until you hit this matrix. Semi-transparent, geometric. And you press into it, there's almost resistance. And you push through. And this matrix kind of unfolds into this weird geometric tesseract. And you kind of wobbly find your footing amongst this fractal imagery. It's unsettling. It is otherworldly. It is an out-of-body experience. Things that shouldn't make sense, and things that should make sense has no bearing.
I feel like I've smoked salvia.
Question.
Yes.
Does this feel familiar to Echo in any way?
Not really, no. This is a whole new feeling, probably to all of you. Unless you've dabbled.
In drugs.
I mean, a guy named Drug just drugged us.
Druig.
Druig.
Spelt drug.
It's definitely spelled like drug.
Another retcon. It's UIG.
Druig.
Nope.
You could have just spelled it the way I did. DREWG.
DROOG.
DROOG. Druig.
Drug.
Anyways.
Welcome to being a DM.
I want everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Initiative?
Oh,
Initiative?
how sick am I?
Oh no, we're all dead.
Cock.
Is this a poison?
It's not
Going to
poison,
use my
no.
inspiration.
You said a wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw, yeah.
19.
17.
17.
11.
Oh, well.
14.
Oh,
14.
And
10. For all of those who've rolled above a 15, you start to come out of this haze. You start to feel some sort of tangibility. You are real. That much you know of. You go and touch one of these fractal images. It like shoos away from your hand. And when you move your hand, you see these trails. And you're just like, oh, I'm high. For the rest of you, rolled under a 15, these images and feelings are overwhelming. Xanathia, you...
I have a quick question. Is this
What?
considered a poison?
No,
I
It's
already
not
am.
considered poison?
no.
Are we sure?
I literally just said yes.
Okay.
Xanathia,
I just have it. Okay, continue.
you see your father standing in front of you. He's just standing there, staring at you. What do you do?
I stare back. I cross my arms and I stare back. And I look him in the face and I say, "You would be very proud of me."
Why did you leave?
Because you told me I could.
And in like a blink, there was no time has passed. he is bleeding from a wound in his chest. And then his eyes start bleeding. And his face comes off. And then the next instant, he's gone.
I'm gonna look around at anybody else. Is anybody else seeing what I'm seeing, or?
No.
Don't know.
I'm asking. I'm looking. Okay. Is anybody else reacting like they see something, not seeing exactly what I'm seeing?
Who else rolled below a 15?
I did.
So you three. Okay. Cut to Glix. You are standing. You look down. There's water lapping on your feet, almost like a current pushing in and out on a shore. And you look down and you're on a tiny island with nothing around you. In this vast, dark space, one tiny island. It's just you. With nothing but the sound of waves and a slight wind. It's almost haunting how isolated this makes you feel. Go to Echo. You are on this little spit of a planet. Like tiny. And you are careening through the cosmos. So fast that you're going so far. Farthest you've ever think was possible. And ahead of you, this little pinprick starts to get larger, 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 larger. And it's just this gaping black hole. And from within this void in the astral plane, you hear, "I found you." Now, Zarok and Grim, you're starting to realize, oh, I'm tripping balls right now. You notice the three other are disassociated, talking to themselves, muttering almost incoherently with these. Their eyes are saucers with pupils like they could be themselves black holes.
They got
So-
the good stuff.
What do you think? What do you think's the matter with them?
They didn't snap out of it like we did. I'm assuming you did. Are you real? I reach my hand out and try to touch Zarok's face.
Zarek kind of just standing there with Grim touching his face.
You
Don't
feel
do
real.
that.
Sorry.
And who's closest by? Probably Zarek.
We'll say Echo. You're in between like
Echo is on
Echo
the
and
other
Grim. Yeah.
Okay. Zarek's gonna go ahead and kind of like almost examine like Echo's face and kind of like starting to like snap maybe around and see if there's any reaction.
Echo, within this vision that you're having after that, whatever voice said, you hear this rhythmic like snapping sound, almost like a metronome, and it reverberates and it multiplies, so it becomes this cacophony of just snapping like a millisecond after each other.
Sounds terrible.
And you start to you see Echo starting to hold his head, and it goes like, and then Echo, you come back to, and you're staring at Zarok, just snapping at you.
I mean, there's probably a delay
Mm-hmm.
before I start to react to the snapping. And I would probably grab his hands to make him stop snapping. But you would definitely see that Echo has been shaking and breathing heavy and is generally not okay.
Are you okay? Are you back?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like this.
It's okay. Calm down. You're safe. Okay. Just breathe.
I mean, Echo is trying to breathe, but is really having trouble regulating.
Okay, so Zarek's gonna go ahead and almost kind of like he's gonna take Echo's hand and put Echo's hand on his chest, and almost taking like deep breaths and to kind of get Echo to start breathing with him. Okay, just breathe.
It definitely seems to be working. Starting to calm down a little bit, and he still stands a little uncomfortable, sort of like looking at his feet, but you can see him kind of start to lean a little bit closer. Like he finds your presence is comforting.
Are we good?
I think so.
Good. Now we gotta snap these other two fuckers out.
So what do you guys do?
I would say Zen is frozen. Like she's short circuited. So she's just kind of has her hand out and is just like in like almost like a statuesque position, like reaching towards the image of her dying father, bleeding out father. What the hell? So she's short circuited. She's frozen.
Zarak would probably look at Grim. You know what to do with this one?
Shaker. And then he's gonna grab Zen's shoulders and just start shaking Zen.
Within your vision, you see this ghastly image of your dead father, who's still standing and mourning you leaving him. And all of a sudden, the earth is trembling. And your father screams out, "This is what happens when you leave!"
Zen's gonna start to scream.
And as you're screaming, your vision comes to Grim going like,
I'm gonna slap him.
I'm gonna try to dodge that slap.
I mean, she's the size of a gnome, so you probably could. You just do
It's just like holding a baby out.
Yeah.
just stick
No.
stick the hand out.
No, thank you. You all right there?
I don't know. I don't know.
Grim's actually gonna get concerned and kneel down next to Zen. Hey, what happened?
I saw my dad.
Okay.
It was bad.
Oh,
I think I need to go home.
okay. We could do that, but we have to get through this. I don't know first, but we'll work on that.
Okay.
Also, Glix isn't your dad?
No, Glix isn't my dad.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna keep a hand on Zen's shoulder as I kind of reach over to Glix and just kind of grab, I don't know, is he mush or is he in human form?
He's in human form, but he is ooze. So you're muted.
Human form is a bit generous. I have a vague approximation of one head, 2 arms, and 2
Humanoid.
legs.
Human
Humanoid form.
shaped.
Humanish.
Yeah, humanish. Yeah, I'm gonna try to like reach or poke. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say Zarak's probably on the other side. He's been wondering this whole time, and he's taking his finger and seeing if he could push kind of like through.
Then how do you wake Glix up?
Yeah, it doesn't go through. It would sort of just push in. Like if you're pushing in like a heavy resistant, like
a water balloon.
like a ferrofluid or something. Like, yeah, it just sort of bends to your finger. You could probably poke it and cause it to ripple.
It's like a water bed.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna I'm gonna grab Glix's hand. Glixie, are you okay?
So
do I come too?
in your vision, on your isolated little island by yourself, you start to hear voices bleed through. You'll hear a voice kind of like Zen's, but more distorted, and then it multiplies till it all becomes ghostly whispers. Just and it's almost cycloning around you. Till you see some figures from these whispers form into vague human shapes that just reach out to you. Then you hear Zen's voice go, "Are you okay?" And that brings you back. And you see
Just gonna
Grim and Zarok poking at you, and Zen holding your hand.
I'm gonna just sort of wrap my whole hand around Zen's hand, just sort of encompass it, and I'm fine. How about you?
I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, you guys were tripping hard.
I'm gonna look over to the man with the mask, and I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, sir. Are you quite finished?"
That wasn't me.
Is this a collective hallucination?
Partly, yes. But you may see things that pertain only to you.
So what was it you were going to show us in here then?
Are we all okay now?
You tell us. You're the one throwing stuff on the fire, causing us to see things.
It is. You're right. I'm sorry. And follow me. And he...
What was the point of all this? Were we just supposed to sit here and hallucinate, and then you were going to take us somewhere else? I'm just real not comfortable with what's going on here. You've been very vague and very annoying since we arrived.
He turns around and says, well, technically you still are hallucinating.
Grim wants to snap real quick and check to see if he has an appendix and or all of his internal organs.
And Zen would also like to look around and like kind of see where we are, I guess.
You look to be what looks like a cave. If you want to inspect closer, you can.
I will inspect closer.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
I would like to try to mentally connect with my physical body.
11.
11. It does look like a cave. But as you get closer, you start to see that everything's made up of these little fractal geometric pattern. Almost like a... You know, when you're watching like a developer's working on a new game and see how they work on it, and you got like the polygons and the mesh that goes over it.
Mm-hmm.
As you get closer, it's starting to look like that. And as you get closer, you realize that there's nothing. And it just continues on. This fractal geometry kind of in your vision, it just stays in that same distance.
Um. Well. Okay.
Because this is
Zen,
go for it.
Zen, be careful. Try not to touch too many things. I don't trust this place or this person.
It's why I'm here. I am to guide you through this. The initial effects are gone. From here on out, you should all not see anything troubling. This
What is your
is
name?
Druig.
This is Druig. I
This
thought
is
that was a chieftain.
Nah.
Is the chief with us?
Look around, he's not there.
That's convenient.
Brim, you said you wanted to try to mentally connect with your physical body?
Just to make sure it's not being dragged off somewhere.
That will be an interesting role once I found out what it's going to be.
Insight?
Insight? I would say insight.
I would say insight, yeah.
Once I figure out what it's going to be.
16.
16. You close
I'm
your
not trying to
eyes.
snap back
Right.
into my body. Yeah, okay.
Right. You're just trying to find that tether. You close your eyes and that same like geometric imagery fills your sight, and it's kind of like rushing you through valleys and starting to just spiral warp, and you find this light, and as you get closer within that light, you see an overhead view of all of you in the lodgings where the fire is still going and everyone's still holding hands but kind of drooping.
Okay.
And the chieftain is there, but he is awake and just watching over the group.
I will feel more comfortable going forward.
Duke will say, "This is part of our vision quest. It shows us what we need to see, but also what we don't want to see."
Already had that happen.
Do I believe that this guy's telling us the truth?
Roll an insight check.
13.
13. He seems sincere. He believes that dogs will be dogs. He believes fully in this ceremony. There's a conviction in his voice. So he'll go, this is, it's not really a name for it. We call it the mind realm. Gives us answers, gives us guidance, but also, as of late, it has become worrisome. A lot of people who go through this ritual come out with their mind scrambled. They come out violent, unhinged.
And you brought us here knowing that.
Well, with a group like you, I feel like if anything comes about, we can take care of it. But we also need to find answers for you.
You didn't think to give us any sort of warning? We're just going to spring this on us. Think maybe we'd be okay with it.
You came to us.
Into this realm, no.
Right. Tell yourself whatever you need, I suppose.
Are you saying that it's not normally bad?
No. Vision Quest is supposed to be enlightening, to be free to experience anything you want.
And
But
when did this start going bad?
past couple years,
Has anything changed?
not that we have seen, the people of the entire, well, they never used to ostracize people. They were never petty.
When people come out of this and they are violent and, as we said, unhinged, do they ever get better?
There are some who make it out with the answers that they seek. Yes. It seems to be random. There's no pattern that we have seen. But one is enough to worry us. Many is an issue.
Enough of an issue to just throw a bunch of strangers at it without letting them know the potential danger. That's all right. Lead the way, I guess.
You're no strangers to us.
What happens to the ones that don't get better?
Either we try to help, some we have, others try to hurt, that we have to take care of. Others go running mad into the wilderness, never to be seen again.
Great.
You can see that Echo is breathing very fast again, looking very, very nervous.
I'm starting to side with Glix here that the charade has gone on far enough. Is there something here you wanted to show us?
Well, yes, you
Or
asked.
are we just risking our sanity for nothing?
Well, I was about to show you something, and you asked questions, and I felt beholden to answer.
That's funny.
I think what they're saying is this is kind of like a white carriage situation. where people just get dragged into the white carriage and drugged.
Has that happened to you, Zarok?
No.
I was trying to figure out what you're trying to say.
Thanks. Are you talking like a white van? Like a
van.
Okay. I was like a white carriage.
I was like, oh shit.
I was thinking, like, is he trying to make like a white rabbit thing? He goes, no, it's... You are a new group. If I'm not mistaken, you guys don't know much about each other.
You're the one who knows it all.
Well, I don't. The chieftain does. But you all have this strong bond. Strong bonds are strong here. More so in the material world. Strong bonds can eliminate any threats here. It's a strong force.
I'm getting that it's strong.
So what are we supposed to do here?
Find your answers.
Oh,
First about Sasha. And then about this artifact that you seek.
okay.
So if you follow me, we'll get you out of here as soon as possible. And he turns to walk away. And he takes a step, and he's already like 10 feet away from you.
This already makes me feel better.
I'd like to reach out my hand towards Zen and say, we should probably stick close.
I think so.
So you all follow Druig.
Mm-hmm.
You take a step and you're right there behind him. Time and space are weird here. So you stick together and you walk, and the imagery kind of just morphs around you. And you blink, and you are in Sasha's house. And you see her enter the house. If you look out the door, you see Zen tailing her.
I try to like wave at her as she's walking by.
There's no response to you.
Can I try to physically stop her from going into the room?
Sure. As she's walking towards you, you reach out, and as you touch her shoulder, she's not there anymore. She's behind you, as if she walked past you, but
Time and space. It is weird.
dream
Is
logic.
that what I really look like? Am I really that small?
Yes, you are.
I gotta buff out my dings a little more too, man. They don't look good.
The dents add character.
True.
You see Sasha look at her bookshelf, take out Feral Desires, kind of smiles at it, puts it back, and reaches up and gets another book The one that you have, Echo. The cosmology one that she was going to bring to you guys.
I have the book of
Oh.
constellations.
Okay. Yeah, you have the constellation book.
It's a history book.
History of Caria. I start. You see her take these books and kind of look at them, and then you see her as if she heard something.
Me? Can she
No.
hear me?
Nope.
I'm saying that out loud.
She
Does
doesn't.
she hear me?
She's not reacting to any of you.
What about Zen outside?
No.
Okay.
Is there somebody else nearby that we wouldn't have noticed before?
Roll a perception check.
I will roll one as well.
Are
My
we able
turn.
to look around
God
this
damn it.
area, or are we kind of stuck to watching this?
You're free to move
whatever
around.
event happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20 on perception, bitches.
I got a
Can I say bitches on
21.
Twitch?
Sure.
I got a 10.
14 plus 5?
Blitz.
A 21.
21.
That's what mine's a 24 altogether.
And make sure to mark down inspiration.
I did.
Good. You guys don't see anyone else here with you. But if you're paying close enough attention to Sasha, all of a sudden her pupils dilate to the size of her irises, and she is very wobbly and trying to like touch stuff and just to get her bearings, and she throws up on the floor. She goes to her room and lies down.
So she went in the same sort of trance that we're in, and she lost her mind. Nobody snuck in and murdered her. She was unconscious. Or maybe dead. I don't know.
She wasn't breathing. I mean, I'm not one to know what breathing's like, but I've seen it enough that I know that it requires movement.
While they're discussing this, I'm going to walk over to her body and kind
Is
of...
going to do the same. Yeah.
Yeah, so me and Echo are there like staring at her to see if she's breathing.
There's a slight, very slight heaving.
So this looked almost exactly what the group was going through, right?
Correct.
Question. Did we find vomit in the room?
No. But you could have overlooked it.
Did I roll really low on my medicine check?
I think you did.
Okay, I don't remember.
And then you see her body lift out the window. And you see Druig.
On its own?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you see Druig in the distance pulling the body and it moving over the fields of remembrance.
Zarok almost is going to walk up. What did you do?
I saved her body.
But not her mind.
It's trapped here somewhere.
You literally could have just told us that, and it would have been much easier to get in here.
Wait, why did this happen? Why did she go unconscious like that? She didn't take any of this the drug, did she?
Oh. Yes.
Pronounced Druig.
That's why we're here. To find her other self.
You don't know what caused her to.
No. But while I was watching, I felt what happened.
Were you watching her in the
So-
first place?
I wasn't watching her.
You were watching us.
Well, I could say some esoteric thing that I felt your presence coming, but a big airship coming from the sky is a big indicator of interesting people.
We are
I mean,
interesting.
Not wrong. Yeah. Not wrong
Yes.
at all.
You've already proven that time and time again in the mere moments that we've known each other. Yes. But I wanted all of you to see what happened, so we know what we're up against.
A phantom drugger?
Something from this realm affected her. It somehow touched the physical realm.
But it wasn't you.
No.
That's what we're supposed to believe.
I find that hard to believe as well.
You two roll insight checks.
Okay.
I rolled really low.
The mask.
22.
The mask is hard to decipher. Zarak,
I mean, I'm just choosing not to believe it, regardless.
Zarak, you realize that he is almost sad that this happened. This shouldn't happen. And if news probably got out, you can infer that they would go after the Cosane Circle, because they're weird druidic hippies living out in a field in what is essentially a cavern-like yurt. So,
Druig, I've noticed that the passage of time and the movement through space does not stay consistent here.
no.
Is there a concept of miles?
Not entirely. This place operates on sort of a dream logic.
Hmm.
All right, I want to focus on going back to the moment in which she started feeling woozy again. I'm trying to remember it and lucid dream it.
As you concentrate on this concept of going back to this moment, you start to see from the bedroom these geometric shapes kind of just pouring out of the door and reforming into Sasha.
And then I would like to use primeval awareness.
What does that do?
To sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you, or within up to 6 miles if you're. No, I'm not favorite terrain.
Right.
I don't think. What's my favorite?
Is it a roll or
No.
just an ability that you have?
Just an ability.
Cool. You reach out your mind to these types of enemies, types of creatures. You said celestial, aberration, fae, fiend.
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
Okay.
I'm I'm either getting Druig and the Chief because of my physical sense, or I'm able to kind of snap into this reality and see if that presence is at least a shadow of that presence, an echo.
Because
Not you, Echo.
because it's like a mental type sense, not like a physical senses, you can use that in this realm.
Okay.
And as you reach out, you can actually see this aura come out from you.
That's interesting.
And you get just a slight, it's like a little jab in your mind from the area around Sasha, sensing of an aberration.
And then I can't really see invisibility, but I want to like look to see if there's any displacement of anything, a breeze or.
There's no like displacement of like, if you're thinking of like particles, like you could see like a shape in, no, nothing like that.
Okay. I sense that whatever did this to her. And does everybody else see that it kind of reset in time?
Yeah.
I sense an aberration around her in the moment that she began to succumb to this madness.
Aberration.
What's an aberration?
Are you familiar with mind flayers?
I don't have a mind, so
No, but they are a physical creature that you may have read up on or encountered in your many travels.
not in the 10 years I've been awake.
Well, they're unnatural
Oh!
sorts.
Are they the thingies that are like tentacly?
Yes.
Oh, they're ugly. Yeah. I've seen them in a book before, but I don't know them.
I've heard tales from the tribe that I was with for a while, and like I said, they're not a natural sort of thing. They are, in fact, very much against nature.
My dad read me a book, If You Give a Mind Flayer a Muffin.
That's a very scary child's book.
Yeah, he ended up taking over the entire world.
I don't know what lesson you got from that, but
Well, the
hopefully it
lesson
was-
is not to
Don't
give
give
a
him a
mind
muffin.
player a
yeah,
muffin.
hopefully it was
like
to stay clear of mind flayers, yes.
What was that, Zarok?
Do they even like muffins? I am confused.
Who doesn't
I
like
don't know.
muffins?
No, that's owl bears.
Ah. And Zarok still looks confused, but trying to go with it. Haha.
Haha.
From my limited understanding of xenobiology, aberrations are sort of creatures that come from either alternate dimensions or far-flung corners of the multiverse or the cosmos.
I have a question. This powder that was thrown into the fire, what is it made of?
It's a secret that only the chieftain knows.
Garbage.
It makes me wonder if it is somehow been, say for example, if it was plant-based, if it was a mushroom, perhaps it has some kind of infection.
When we go back home, I'll ask the chieftain
And by infection, I mean by something like an aberration. If it goes to the same world, don't know.
Or what if it's harvested from the aberration? Like honey from a bee.
So when you detect beasts, can you sort of detect honey?
Me?
Well, just anybody.
No.
I'm just saying maybe the powder is being harvested
It's
from the
byproduct.
aberration.
These are good questions.
But did
Well,
you say something, Echo? I'm sorry.
I said like a byproduct.
Yeah.
I think it's more likely that an aberration was here, but possibly on a different plane of existence.
Are we on another plane of existence?
Well, our bodies are still in the cave.
Right. But that can happen on some other planes of existence, like the astral sea. Are we on another plane of existence?
It's hard to say.
I hate you, man.
Mostly because I honestly have no idea. It feels like another plane of existence, but other times just feels like a dream. Is your mind a different plane of existence?
Is this a philosophy debate, or are we talking actual physical lessons here?
Yes.
Can we go?
What if this aberration can, plane walk?
Could it be here in this realm with us?
Maybe. I don't know.
Anyway,
I guess
where's her body now?
physically in the cave with us.
So we're trying to find her mind in here.
It seems like it's trapped here, yes.
And what do you know of the chieftain?
He's descended from a long line of protectors and other chieftains.
Were they protectors and chieftains? Were they also aberrations?
He's not an aberration, and no one else has been.
Yeah, they're the protectors of the book. They've never opened the book, they just protect the book.
They keep a lot of secrets and don't know a lot of things.
And drag unsuspecting travelers into their own problems.
I'm sorry if I'm coming across too harsh, but I hope you understand why there is so much distrust right now.
I am not sorry.
I understand completely.
Well, how do we find her?
We continue forward. And as he takes a step, everything folds away. And you take a couple more steps. And sorry, a little pop-up came up.
Was it porn?
No. The space envelops you again, and you're somewhere underneath the ground. It looks like a real place. It's underground, but there is a giant field of roses.
We're in a giant field of roses
Underground, yes.
in a cave.
With a box of scraps? No. Yeah.
Do the roses really smell like poo-poo?
Poo poo poo.
Zarok begins to walk off.
Just grumbling to himself.
Oh, sorry. I gotta stop.
Why did you bring us here to these flowers?
This is the site of some of the artifacts that we protect. Clicks dies.
So the book is here.
Amongst other things, yes.
And we're supposed to find something possibly dangerous.
Well, just making sure the book is still there. He'll take a step forward and he's already about a mile away from you.
I want to dream warp myself a mile towards him.
Zarok's gonna look at Glix, and I don't like him either.
Yeah. He's kind of an asshole.
Might have to kill him.
I don't know if it'll come to that. I'm not going to kill every person I find rude, but if one of us gets hurt on this expedition, I might have to have some serious and stern words with him. And if I serve him toast, it is going to be burnt.
Yeah,
That's a very serious thing.
I have had your burnt toast. It is not so bad. I get the feeling that he is not evil. I think he is very lost, that they are turning to us for help. It seems desperate.
When did you have my burnt toast?
Glix
only
doesn't
person-
burn toast.
Yeah, well...
Are you talking about the failed grilled cheese?
Yeah, well, the only person I've served any bread, subpar bread to was Zarok.
Zarok put it to me.
Ah, well, good to know. Zen, I have one thing to say before we continue on.
Huh?
If you're ever in a position where you have to ask a group of strangers for help, make sure you warn them of all the things that you're going to do and get their consent on how you're going to approach the situation.
I am not saying that it is right, but I would have to guess that the reason they did not do that is because they were desperate enough that they did not want us to say no.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make it any better.
It did not say it did.
Give people the chance to say no.
Oh.
Do I dream warp to him?
Yeah. You take a step and you feel your body kind of stretch and rubber band to his location.
Yeah, Zarok's just gonna turn dramatically from the group and just start walking that way.
And you take a step and you're right there with them, a mile away.
I guess we
look
should
back
join.
at the rest of the group.
I guess we should join.
I am following.
Yeah.
All right. You travel further in this field of roses. And in the middle of this large, vast cavern seems to be a gazebo style large temple. Roof, no sides, columns. And in the center of the temple is this pedestal that kind of spirals up, and floating is this large ruby. Just kind of orbiting, kind of like spinning on an axis, but like around itself as well. And to the side of it, you see a almost a lectern style stand with a book with strange colored gemstones. 7 of them.
Does it look like our scrap of paper?
If you take out this scrap of ancient cloth, it matches it perfectly.
Is that what we're after, or are we looking for a book?
We're looking for the book. The book that's on this cloth.
But that's a ruby.
And then the book is right next to it on the lectern.
I missed that part.
Hey, Grim,
I missed the
Focus.
part where
Focus
that's
right-
my problem.
stop looking at the ruby. I know it's hard not to look at. It's very beautiful.
I'm gonna rub dirt in your eye.
But we're looking at the less interesting thing, which is the book.
We could take both.
We could take both.
Um,
I'm not
This
sure
is-
that's a good idea.
Shh, you're not listening to us.
Yes, Echo.
does this temple remind me of like maybe the ones that I saw in my dream a few nights ago,
Are you?
last night or whenever that was?
Oh, the temple? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
No, it's a different style temple.
Okay.
That one was more of like a ring with an open top to look at the sky or the cosmos. So you're seeing this. Drew goes, these are the artifacts that we are sworn to protect. Book that you're looking for is right there.
And you said we would see the truth of the book while we're here.
Correct.
I want to walk over to the book.
As you walk, it's staying the same distance away.
I'll stop walking.
It's like a mirage.
It's like one of those dreams where you're running and you're not going anywhere.
I don't like those dreams.
It's gonna make it real hard to take that ruby.
All of a sudden your teeth fall out.
Naked.
The teeth weren't bad. Teeth were.
Goes, and that right there in the center, that is the ruby of Caria.
Ruby of Caria, and it's red. So of course it's beautiful, according to your people.
Yes. It's true. Never put that together.
Really?
Good thing we're here.
We're sworn
So
to
we're
protect,
gonna-
not understand.
We're gonna see the truth of the book, and you're gonna see the truth of the red.
Right. Well, if we follow this way, and he'll walk, and he's at the temple.
So there is a route. I'm following because I want to get close to that ruby.
You're at the temple. Are you reaching for it?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Make a perception check.
Perception. Ooh.
Not bad, huh?
No.
Perception.
Better.
Perception?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You see this ruby. It's cut from a rough cut ruby, but it's more circular. And it's spinning on an axis and it's rotating. If you look closely, you see this almost looks like a viscous liquid that's inside of the ruby. It's kind of swirling about, going against the axis, going against rotation. It's kind of going slow, then fast and slow.
Makes me want it even more.
Can we tell that Zen is kind of like eyeballing this thing?
Have you ever seen Aladdin when Abu looks at the gemstone and the eyes turn into the gemstone? That's what
I'm thinking.
Yes, yeah.
Like, is there a way we notice?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Me the lamb.
Zen is not being.
I'm not being coy about anything.
And Zarok's gonna go ahead and look at Grim and everything, and kind of like,
I'm actually okay with this.
you're okay with this?
I mean,
Is that our mission?
you're right.
So
So much for it though.
everyone is at the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Goes that book, as the chieftain has told you, holds rituals that were, after a time, were deemed blasphemous by the gods that came here. The civilization worshipped the old ones. And these rituals were said to be invoked to bring the return.
The return?
Of the old gods.
Right.
I'm sorry, who is it that determined it to be blasphemous?
The gods that are worshipped now.
I've never had much use for gods.
That's a fair point. I'm very loose in my beliefs. There's many gods devoted to forests and nature. Can't really worship one without the other, and worshipping is exhausting.
I've been told not to
So-
worship the Lady of Pain.
That's odd.
Hmm.
I don't like the sound of that.
Do I know anything about these old gods?
Roll either a history or religion check with disadvantage.
I was fine with the gods until they started renaming books.
You remember that book being called The Ears of Desire as well, right?
Yeah.
No, I got a 4.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, the term old gods is familiar. That's all that you can think.
Yog Sagoth.
Sugar. There are footsteps. But because it was deemed dangerous and blasphemous, mythology says that Caria hid the book on a desolate, uninhabitable spit of rock. And after a while, that rock grew, became a planet.
It wasn't very inhospitable, huh?
Not at the time. We were talking hundreds of millennia. At this point, the ground starts to tremble. And you see Druig look very concerned. This shouldn't be happening.
What is it?
I don't know. Be on your guard. And you see the ruby kind of expand, and the black liquid inside is going a million miles a minute, just twirling, twirling, twirling. As this ruby expands, it shatters. And those particles, those shatter as well, and it kind of fragments off.
But when I see it start to speed up, is there any way I can run in and sort of get between Zen and the crystal?
Make a athletics check.
Well, this is going to be excellent. I am technically proficient, which gives me a +2. That's a 15.
Easy enough. You just kind of like ooze your body in front, like flubber style, and kind of expand your body and kind of acts like a big like shield. As the fragments go out, pieces of the land break away, and just these separate land masses start forming different layers of small little islands, and underneath is this river of bluish crystal that's shining, and this black mist kind of forms on one of the higher tier islands looking down at you and says, "Hello. It's been a while since I've talked to anyone." And as you're looking at it, this sense of uncanny valley washes over you. There's a face, but it almost looks painted on. And like black ichor is coming from what seems to be their eyes. They're just death staring at you, like empty sockets. A painted on smile that looks like it's painted in blood, or could be blood. You're not sure. And strange etchings in his torso that are still fresh, with these clawed hands, these tattered, almost organic part of him looking robes. He goes, "If you knew what I knew, you would go mad." Roll initiative as we go on break.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the Joker.
See you in 10
11.
minutes.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
We're going on break. 10 minutes. We'll be right back to deal with this. Anyways, see you soon, guys. We're back. So, what did everyone get for
Oh, I
initiative?
didn't roll.
11.
Okay, so 20 to 15. No, 20 to 25.
21.
21.
21.
Is that it? Cool. 20 to 15.
I got an 18.
16 for Zara.
10 to
The
15.
OG crew goes first. 11.
11.
Okay. Echo. And this fucker. Oh, I gotta roll Druig. I'm gonna spill my drink.
Well, don't do that.
Nope. 13. So after Zarok.
We should try to get sponsorship from Dr. Pepper and get paid for every can of Dr. Pepper I consume on stream.
Oh my God,
We could do the same for Vanilla Coke.
you guys be rich.
Sponsor us.
Do the do, baby.
Give
Wear
us
my
money.
Dr. Pepper shirt next week.
Give us money. All right. So, we'll go ahead and. Oh. Okay, that got screwed up. There we go. So you're all sitting on this precipice, looking up. Zen, what are you gonna do?
Zen is going to. Bad guys up here. How
you're
far away is that? Pretty far. Pretty fucking far.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty far.
I will like to move as close as I can. I believe it's 30 feet towards this little pedestal in the middle. I don't know what this pedestal is. Yeah, and I'd like to take the hide action.
So behind it.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Not good. 9.
Okay. Still sees you. But
Yeah, but I have the hide action. Do I still have to?
mm-hmm.
I do. Okay.
Is that your turn?
And then I would like to use my bonus action to hide again.
No.
Hide better. Okay, I'll take the bonus action to eat that cookie.
Okay. And mark
How
off-
many hit points?
It gives you 2 temporary hit points.
2 temporary hit points.
All right, Glix, you're on deck.
And that is
Alright.
my turn.
All right, Glix, your turn with Zarok on deck.
How far away am I from this individual?
About 50 feet.
Okay. Is it possible to just sort of think about being over there and to get over there? Because you said time and space sort
Yeah.
of works weird here, so.
Roll an intelligence check with your modifier. I mean, with your
think-
proficiency modifier.
With my proficiency, that is a dirty 20.
Boom. You're right there.
With the lag in Discord, it sort of looks like we move around like toys from the island of mismatched toys or whatever.
Misfit.
I said, oh, whatever. All right. Well, now that I'm over here, that didn't take an action or anything. That was just my move.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to. Am I right next to him? I'm going to get up to him and try to grapple him.
Roll a strength check. Athletics check, right?
Yeah, and I have advantage on this because I am ooze.
Because I am ooze.
All right. That is a 19.
19. That hits. Or that works, yeah.
Nice. I'll just sort of wrap him up like a bunch of rubber bands.
All right. He is grappled.
Grappled.
Is that your turn, Glix?
Yeah, that's my movement and my action. I don't really have much for bonus actions, so go ahead.
All right. So, Zarok, you're up, and Druig is on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, did Zarok kind of like catch on to what Glix did? Like going over there.
I mean, he just appeared next to him.
How'd you get over there? Would shout out.
I thought about it.
All right, y'all think about it too.
Roll
Zarok
intelligence
just thinks really hard. Tries to get over there
with proficiency.
with proficiency. Okay. Intelligence. I don't think that's going to do. So that 9.
9. You get right there.
Think happy thoughts.
Zarak, out of frustration, will pull out his bow and try to shoot if that's still.
Go for it.
Okay. 21.
That hits.
All right. Four damage.
4 damage.
Four damage.
All right. We'll take
Hey,
it.
every little bit counts. Is that your turn? Druig is gonna take his staff, and I forgot to add him. He's gonna take his staff and like bang it on the ground, and this fire is gonna come out from the top of it. Gonna take the fire and attack him. Oh, shit. 19 to hit. Yep, that hits. And that is going to be 26 damage.
He's hitting me with that?
No.
Oh, Droog's hitting the...
Druig
Druig
is-
attacks you, Glix.
Sorry,
Shouldn't
I
have been so
missed
mean
it.
to him.
I knew we shouldn't
deserve it.
trust him.
And that's... He's gonna wild shape into an air elemental, and boop, right there next to you, Glix. So Grim and Echo, you're up. You decide.
If you want to go, Echo, you can. I have a complicated question.
Perfect.
Echo is frightened. Echo does not consider himself to be a fighter of any sort. So Echo is going to go next to Zenithia and also try to hide and also eat the cookie, remembering that it was described to have some kind of protection.
Are you trying to hide?
Yes.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
Fuck, it was almost a natural 20, and then it became 7.
Mine was just a 3.
You're trying to hide behind Zenithia, and it's not really working well. So you gotta eat the cookies, so mark down those temp HP.
Yep,
So Grim.
So, since we are still kind of in a dream-like realm, can my connection with the egg manifest in this dream as a Drake companion summon so that I can fight at my full capacity?
Roll a wisdom check with disadvantage. Because you actually haven't seen the Drake yet.
Yeah, but 19 on both, and it was just wisdom in general?
Yeah.
21.
21. You start to see these fractal images come up from the ground and form into this polygon style, like Nintendo 64, a Drake that's right next to you.
Well, hello there, little friend.
Kind of looks at you. Its eyes turn into 4 eyes, 6 eyes, back to 2.
And then I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark
Hunter's Mark? Okay.
on Glix.
On Glix. It's an extra d6 of damage to Glix. Got it.
And then, sorry, real quick, who is currently by me? Are you all making ranged attacks?
It is.
No.
Yeah, Xanathia, Echo, and Zara.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Zarok shot an arrow, so.
Okay.
So, is that your turn, Grim?
That's my turn, yes. I will move up to the edge near Zarok and be aiming, ready to hit on the next turn.
Boom. All right, now it's this mofo's turn. Its head, you start to see float down towards you guys, down at the bottom. Its neck elongates. Goes, "You've hurt me. I haven't been hurt in a long time. I forgot what it feels like. Pain.
Well, we're gonna hurt you worse.
Pain, pleasure, it's the same thing." And is going to stare right at you, Grim. Make a wisdom constitution saving throw.
18.
18. You succeed.
Ooh. I feel my stomach churn though.
Yeah, you should. That is their turn. We're back up to the top with Zen with Glix on deck.
Sick. I'm going to unhide myself, and I'm going to imagine myself. Actually, I'm just going to take off, run between Grim and Zarok, and just imagine myself just jumping over the entire thing.
Just so you know, his face is right next to Grim.
Then I will go to the other side.
No, you can theoretically attack him.
Oh, I can attack from there?
Mhm.
That's right, because he's stretched across the canyon.
Yep.
Okay, then I will run up, take out my rapier, and just stick him in the face with it.
Yeah, roll to hit.
Natural 17 plus 6.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, when you do that hit,
Mm-hmm.
the dragon, you see these sparks start to swirl around it, N64 style.
Spyro.
And your blade, as you are stabbing into this thing's face, is infused with lightning damage. And you roll an
Okay.
extra 1d6.
Hell yeah.
Sick, because I also have sneak attack. Sneak attack. All right. Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
22 points of damage.
Damn.
Yeah, baby. I rolled pretty dang high.
Yeah, you see you strike into the face and this lightning crackles, arcing up all the way up its neck into a body, and he goes, Is that your turn?
I would like to. Yes, that's my turn.
I would like to, yes. All right, Glix, you're up with Zarok on deck.
Okay, well, since I've sort of just got him held here,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna have Hand sort of gonna put all of his fingers out, and he's gonna shoot a beam of frost from his chest.
All right.
Uh, so that's a Constitution saving throw.
Uh, 16.
That succeeds, and that does nothing.
All right. My hand looks awesome doing it.
Can I hold on? Can I still have him attack on his own? I think I can.
Does he go with you in initiative?
He just goes directly after.
Right.
Where the fuck is he? Homunculus. There he is.
Homunculus?
Yeah, it uses his reaction to deliver the spell that I cast.
Oh, okay.
The spell I cast is supposed to have a range of touch, so that wouldn't have happened anyway.
Okay.
He's just going to force strike, so he's just going to roll an 8.
No.
Fair enough.
But again, hand looks awesome trying to do it. Is that your turn? And hand's turn?
Yes.
All right. Zarok, you're up.
So did we see this guy flying around pretty much?
He's not flying around, just his neck is stretched out.
Okay, he didn't fly in or anything.
No,
Like in the beginning. Okay.
no, just his face is in front of you.
Why do I feel like I'm on a horror version of Honey, I Shrunk the Audience?
Well, the most damage I can do is gain up close and personal, so I'm gonna try and
Say the thing.
His face is right next to you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Look,
his neck stretched across the canyon.
Slashy, stab the face then.
All right.
Fucking. Okay. Okay, that's 19.
19 hits.
Right. Okay, that's 11 damage for that.
Right.
Slashy, stab. And then I'm also going to do my action surge.
Do it.
Right. Uh, 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Right. Okay. 12 damage.
12. He's looking
Bam,
pretty
bam.
rough. All right. Druig is up.
So much.
Looking at my character sheet, I have to step away for a minute. I'm so sorry.
As a bonus action, Druig is going to revert to his human shape. And he will just attack with his staff. No, he won't. With a natural 1, he whiffs completely. Oh, he has multi-attack. Uh, 18 hits. Yay. All right, he does 5 damage. Can't do poison. All right, that's his turn. Grim and Echo, you are up. I guess Echo, you are up.
If anyone was watching, they would see Echo as, a lot of fear in his eyes, and he is, trying to like pull away, like he's going to run, but something seems to be tugging him forward instead, and he sort of lurches forward until he's about 10 feet away from this creature's face. And at that point, his eyes that normally just sort of look like the like outer space, they start to glow that bluish pinkish sort of swirling color, and is that same color starts to take over his arms. And as that happens, the creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, do it.
That is that's gonna fail because that's an 8.
And then as that the energy is taking over his arms, it sort of lurches out towards this creature, and it takes 4 force damage. That is a bonus action for that, and then as my action, I will, just sort of punch him.
But punch him.
Okay, so that'll be a 21.
21 will hit.
Yeah.
And for 5 force damage, he is still 10 feet away. I have reach. This.
Okay.
And I believe that is my turn.
So how much damage altogether?
Did I say the first time? I want to say it's a total of 9.
9. How do you want to do this?
Oh shit!
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yay!
You guys beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, so my astral fist connects with his face, and that glowing energy travels all the way down his neck, and lights his body in fire of pink and blue, and it disintegrates him.
Damn. All right, yeah. And with that, combat is over. All right, so we're out of combat.
Close Tailspire and see if the stream comes back.
I can't.
That's going to mess up the cameras. It looks like the audio's working. It's just the visuals that are slowing down. So, let's just finish it up, and then we'll try to fix it before next time.
Looks like we're online now.
Druig will be thoughtful. It says, I recognize that there was a story of someone who got lost in their own mind. Never thought I would see it, or that it would manifest. It's troubling.
Zen's gonna hop across the cavern.
Mhm.
Does that work?
There seems to be more of a free movement now that the creature is dead.
Okay. I would like to bound across the cavern and go to the gazebo and search for pieces of that ruby.
The ruby is intact where you first saw it.
Oh, so it didn't explode?
Doesn't look cracked. Looks perfectly fine.
What the fuck?
And as you're looking, there's no black, viscous whatever in the ruby.
Fine. I'll just go back to the group on the side of the cavern.
Would like to kneel down next to this polygonal figure. Hello, friend. I suppose we will meet for real soon, if this Druig is to be believed. But thank you for your assistance today.
This polygonal drake will rub up against you. And as it rub up against you, it kind of dissipates into just fragments that swirl around you and dissipate.
Till we see each other again.
Is Echo still kind of freaking out? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, he is still sort of taken over in whatever way he is taken over, and that persists for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, the figure that is Echo, he's standing there with these astral arms and breathing heavy. And you hear that same voice. It's the dawn of time. Dawn of a new time. Time is rushing. Time is here.
Time. What time is here?
Time that doesn't exist.
That doesn't make sense at all.
The time that shouldn't exist.
That makes more sense.
Sense.
Again, like previously, Zarok's gonna. He holds his blade up, slowly puts it back in, and he's gonna approach slowly again and try to reach Echo. You remember me, yes?
You, yes.
And we're protecting the body.
Protect the body.
Yes. It's okay.
It is protected.
It is protected. It is cared for.
Yes.
And Zarak's gonna go up and slowly put out his hand. Trust me. And put his hand on Echo's shoulder, trying to bring back Echo.
Sun's getting real low.
Trust. So human. And Echo will bow his head. And his eyes lift back up. Keep protecting the body. And bows again. Echo lifts his head up. Normal.
Normal.
And you probably see on Zarak's face kind of like a really concerned, kind of like look. Or
Just thinking and looking around. Does the creature have like a corpse, or does it just disappear?
It disappeared. Yeah.
It was strange. This whole place, I thought it... Never mind. Everything is fine.
Is that what happens to mines when they get lost here?
Who's she
Seems.
talking
I think Druig. I think that happens when someone voluntarily stays here.
Did we just fight Sasha?
No. That's something older.
to? Echo looks extremely confused and very worried.
Could that be what got to Sasha?
It's what it seems like. That was an old mage a millennia ago. One who traveled to this realm and decided to stay. In search of knowledge that only dreams can hold. It's a cautionary tale, one that I didn't think was true. But it's said that the knowledge he sought corrupted, twisted. I guess it's true.
Well, Zen's gonna try and reach for the book.
As you reach, the image kind of shatters, and then freeze frames.
Can I grab the splinters?
No.
No? Okay, well then how are we supposed to get the book, Druig?
You never agreed that you would get it. You would learn about it so you know why it has to be protected.
I might kill him.
We gotta take the book, Druig. We need the book, Druig.
For what?
For stuff, Druig. We need it for stuff.
Roll a deception check.
Deception.
Mm-hmm.
21. I rolled a natural 17.
Nice.
Oh, 20. Sorry. A dirty 20.
Stuff.
Druig, we really need it for stuff.
I thought we were going to learn the truth of the book.
Yeah, we haven't learned anything other than you're kind of an asshole.
You see what kind of minds dwell here looking to understand the book. I will
And
tell
yet-
you that it
Here.
has to be protected.
Yet here we stand, uncorrupted, and we're looking for the book.
For now.
Perhaps the wrong types of people are looking for the book.
And obviously you weren't doing a good job before, so maybe hand it over to the people who can, because you asked us for help. Well, you didn't even ask us for help. You made us help you.
It still stands.
Because of us.
That corruption's been here for a while.
And we just got here and fixed it in a jiffy.
It stays.
Another one of those things can enter here and stay for a while without you getting rid of it, and then perhaps harming more of your people while they are meandering their homes.
Well,
Does
we don't
not
know
seem
if
that the
that
book
was...
is safe here.
We don't know if that was really the person that took Sasha.
Sure, but
That's even more reason. There's more trouble here than you're prepared to deal with.
and Druig
Well, I
indicated
couldn't-
that he believes that that was possibly what harmed Sasha. So sure, we can leave the book with you and risk more of these things entering this zone and more corruption befalling your people and more of your people dying or coming close to it. Or you can trust us because we are standing here uncorrupted and still seeking that book. I look at my hand. My neck's not stretching.
It's not my decision. Once we go back, we'll talk to the chieftain.
But
Let's see
you
what he
just told
says.
us no as if it was your decision, so...
Right here, right now, yes, it is.
We can't
And
even
right
grab it
here.
if we wanted to.
Right here, right now, you should decide otherwise.
It's not my decision.
Then take us to the fucking people it is.
I'll take
I
you
agree with
back.
Jelly.
I personally would like to find Sasha first, though.
I would
I
hope so.
agree.
And at that point, we'll leave it until next session.
I grab the book and I run.
You can't grab the book. I already tried. It's shattered into a million pieces and froze in the air.
I know.
Can't
That was
even
you.
grab the fractals.
I think about the book being in my pseudopod.
Doesn't
Use
quite work like that.
form.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next week. Remember, if you like our stuff, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell your enemies, tell complete strangers on the bus, on the train, at red lights. Tell them, roll down the window. Tell them to follow us. Either way, get the word out. We love to have more people share in our chaos.
And we will find out what is going on with that technical difficulties and resolve that very quickly.
Who do just that. So until then, love you guys. Be safe. Stay awesome. See you next Tuesday.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.